Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap, and also please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now take a look at this. Here's SEC agenda for the Ripple meeting as XRP price pumps. There is a meeting scheduled for the SEC to take place behind closed doors on Thursday, July 25th. This information is known to anyone who is even vaguely following the SEC issue. Rumors are circulating in the cryptocurrency industry that this meeting is about the possibility of settling with Ripple. You can view the agenda for this meeting on the official website of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). The agenda contains the following items: the establishment and settlement of administrative actions, the resolution of litigation claims, and other topics relating to examinations and enforcement processes. Even though this agenda appears to be somewhat extensive, it may indicate towards conversations regarding the Ripple case. The rumors that have been circulating regarding a possible Ripple settlement are consistent with the statements that settlement of administrative proceedings and resolution of litigation claims have been made. On the other hand, it is essential to keep in mind that the SEC is responsible for a large number of cases, and this agenda does not specifically identify Ripple. Therefore, even though the timing is intriguing, it is essential to keep in mind that there is no absolute certainty that this meeting is in fact about Ripple. Because the SEC has rescheduled the confidential meeting for July 25th, the XRP community anticipates that a settlement in the dispute will be reached very soon. Mark Fagel, a former securities lawyer for the Securities and Exchange Commission, cast doubt on the possibility of a resolution. In addition to the fact that settlement is not typically discussed in private meetings, Fagel suggests that the case is less likely to be resolved through a settlement. The continuing legal struggle between Ripple Labs and the XRP community has been rekindled with renewed optimism among members of the XRP community as a result of a rescheduled confidential meeting at the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). But Mark Fagel, a former securities lawyer for the Securities and Exchange Commission, has restrained expectations by pointing out that there is a dearth of tangible evidence to justify such a development. In addition to restating his viewpoint, Fagel added that it is highly improbable that it will be possible to bring a conclusion to a complicated issue such as Ripple's at this moment in time. He went on to say that the settlement of a matter is not often discussed in a meeting that is held behind closed doors. To elaborate on the low likelihood of the settlement, he cited the following. It would have been prudent for the enforcement team to notify the court to prevent the issue of the remedies ruling while they were waiting for clearance from the SEC if they had successfully negotiated a settlement with Ripple. Is a clear indication that cryptocurrency is not merely a theoretical answer, but rather a practical and useful instrument that is capable of merging with pre-existing systems. I would be interested in hearing your predictions regarding the Ripple coin, and please share them with me in the comment box. And if you found the information to be informative and enjoyable, please make sure to click the like button. Feel free to share your opinions and questions in the comment section, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Limitations for XRP holders: perhaps Ripple and your XRP bags will win big in this lawsuit brought by the SEC. Which could be the final chapter in the novel. While everyone has been waiting anxiously, there have been increasing whispers of a potential settlement with the SEC. What do you think? That might be just what XRP needs to take off like a rocket. This isn't just conjecture. We'll analyze the crucial elements that suggest a settlement and how it might spur widespread XRP adoption. Assume that companies and banks have at last realized the value of utilizing Ripple. But hold on, things are going to become very better soon. Ripple may form several new collaborations as a result of the settlement. We will reveal the potential partnerships that could drive up the cost of XRP. Furthermore, XRP is undervalued in secret and will eventually unlock hidden metrics that could trigger a price explosion, leaving those who wrote it off in the dust. What therefore is the significance of XRP's recent decline? All of this has to do with the highly anticipated settlement between the SEC and Ripple. Indeed. It seems like the showdown that we have all been waiting for has peaked at this point, but let's take a little step back before we get too technical. Envision yourself riding a roller coaster and experiencing thrilling peaks that are abruptly followed by valleys. Press that like button because it is exactly what has happened with XRP at this moment. To receive the most recent XRP, subscribe, join Intel and us in deciphering the clues that suggest an XRP lunar landing. Could this be the point at which XRP becomes more prominent? Okay, let's get started. Let's address the core of the issue. The reason for the recent spectacular rise in XRP of over 53%, which reached levels not seen since April, was the prevailing optimism surrounding the Ripple versus SEC case. Everyone was hoping for a clear settlement, particularly after last year's ruling that XRP isn't a security, and just as we were getting ready for the big news, bam, the SEC called off their airtight meeting with Ripple. I know what you're thinking. Why did they cancel? What does this mean for XRP? Well, precisely what caused the market to panic. Uncertainty surrounds the price of XRP, and the delay fueled fears that the settlement talks might encounter difficulties. As a result, XRP fell 7%, leaving traders scrambling. Can you imagine losing $5.63? Even though the delay is a setback, experts think that Ripple and the SEC are still interested in agreeing. After all, there's a multi-million-dollar fine on the table, and Ripple is willing to pay $10 million. It's like a high stakes poker game where both sides are still in the game. So if you own XRP or are considering buying in, keep your cool. Any hasty decision could cost you money because of the Bitcoin market's well-known volatility. As the most current updates come in, you should follow the SEC's and Ripple's official publications closely. You could also stay tuned to Crypto Cheeky for updates as they happen. Even while there is reason for concern regarding the recent decline in XRP's price, it is normal for the cryptocurrency market to fluctuate naturally. Sustaining consistency requires patience and is a long-term endeavor. It's critical to exercise patience and resist giving up on yourself due to the volatile nature of cryptocurrencies. An interesting development, though, is that the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has rescheduled that private meeting for July 25th. The price of XRP has already increased by 3% as a result of this news. It would be like getting a fresh date for that much-anticipated season finale episode. The buzz has returned, even though the specifics of the meeting are still under wraps. The idea of a settlement agreeing is a topic of much discussion in the community. XRP is getting more attention as a result of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) rescheduling a closed meeting for July 25th. This is fueling speculation and price fluctuations. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) website has acknowledged the meeting, which has spurred rumors of a possible settlement conversation with Ripple. Nevertheless, before continuing, it is crucial to remember that in the second month of summer, XRP's price rose by more than 50%, hitting levels not seen since early April. Perhaps the rise was fueled by hope for regulatory clarity. The excitement grew even more after the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) revealed the minutes of a closed meeting on its website, confirming the court reading and declaring that XRP is not a security. The gathering hinted at the possibility of resolving discussions with Ripple. It is significant to remember that the regulator is requesting a $2 billion fine for XRP sales to institutions that were not registered. On secondary sales, such as when XRP is bought through exchanges, it is not regarded as a security, but the same cannot be said for institutions. Two large transactions from Binance saw a total of 48.13 million XR purchased. One whale bagged 24.2 million, while the other snatched 23.84 million. These transactions are noteworthy because they indicate that the whales see potential in the current market conditions and are likely hoping for a favorable outcome in the lawsuit that will drive XR prices even higher. For you, the average investor, this may be an indication of a bull market ahead. It's similar to buying a blockbuster movie before it opens in the hopes of scoring a major hit. Though the cryptocurrency market is as unpredictable as the weather, it may be worthwhile to take a deeper look if the major players are bullish. As always, do your homework before making an investment. The whale activity that is now occurring around XRP during the Ripple lawsuit is a noteworthy phenomenon that indicates that famous investors are likely bullish and still believe that a favorable resolution will occur while the legal proceedings are ongoing. Warning: the information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and/or consulting with a knowledgeable professional.